everybody, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how to retouch up makeup that you have already done previously in the day. I applied very minimal makeup this morning, but then I was out running errands and it's super hot and humid here, so I get kind of greasy and everything just kind of like melts off a little bit. I do have pretty oily skin to begin with. But there's just a couple of steps that you want to take to kind of freshen your makeup up. I do have class later today and I don't want to go looking like a hot, greasy mess. So I am going to try and fix up my makeup a little bit. This is what it looks like at the end. It's much cleaner and less greasy looking than it is in when I first start. But yeah, these are just a few simple steps, a quick and easy video on how to retouch up your makeup. Make sure you check the description bar below and subscribe to my channel and like this video and all of that. So if you want to see how to retouch up your makeup, just keep watching. So the first thing that you want to do is go in with a damp beauty sponge. This is just going to kind of freshen up your makeup, thin it out a little bit if you want to add anything else. So I'm just going to pat all over my face, especially get that under eye area where you get a lot of creasing. This will help that a lot. But you also want to get the rest of your face. And this feels good too because I used cool water. It's refreshing on my face. So next, if you feel like your foundation is kind of wearing off in places, like around your nose, I know when I wear sunglasses, it wears off like right here where the sunglasses touch. You could go back in with a little bit of your foundation that you used that morning and just kind of patch it up. You don't want to put a full new face of foundation. That would kind of defeat the purpose of doing this quickly, and it might make it look cakey. So just in places that you feel that you need it. I use the Maybelline Fit Me Dewy and Smooth Foundation in 120 Classic Ivory, like that. And I'm just going to put it kind of around my nose area, is where I tend to lose the most foundation. And I'm just barely putting any on. And then I'm just using the same beauty sponge to pat that in. The same thing goes for concealer. If you feel like your concealer has been wearing off, I have this lovely pimple, so I'm going to be using a little concealer on that. I'm using the Maybelline Fit Me concealer in Light. And if you wanted to use this under your eyes or any other place, you definitely could, but I'm just going to work on that guy. He's really annoying me today. And then I use the same beauty sponge. So next I'm going to touch up the powder on my face. I do have pretty oily skin. Some people prefer the way their face gets more dewy throughout the day, and I do, but I feel like it gets too dewy because I'm too oily, so I'm going to both touch up the powder underneath my eyes as well as the powder all around my face to just kind of mattify it for now. So I'm using the Maybelline Fit Me. I use the Maybelline Fit Me for everything so far. I didn't even realize I did that. The Maybelline Fit Me powder in 115 Ivory, and this is what I use underneath my eyes. And you don't put too much powder on the brush because you already have powder there and you don't want to make it look cakey. So I'm just patting this underneath. And then I'm going to also put some powder on the rest of my face. I use a big fluffy brush because you don't want to use too much powder and again make it look cakey. Especially your T-zone is where you're going to get the most oil, which is right here. So that's where you want to concentrate any powder. Now, I did very simple makeup today. I didn't have any eyeshadow. If I were to be wearing eyeshadow, sometimes I'll go in with a larger, fluffier brush and I'll just kind of blend it. Just because sometimes you get like a little piece of mascara stuck up here and you want to kind of wipe it off, and I'll just clean up the look a little bit. But I don't have any eyeshadow on, so I'm just going to go and I'm going to recurl my lashes because I curled them this morning, but they will lose their curl very quickly. So I'm not applying any more mascara. You could if you wanted to, but I'm just going to curl. I'm also going to touch up my bronzer a little bit. I just feel like a lot of it has worn off. So not too much, but a little bit. I also like to I forgot my comb, but I'm just kind of combing through my eyebrows just so they're staying where I want them to stay. And I did use highlighter this morning, but I'm not going to apply anymore because I feel like my highlight is still there, so I don't really feel the need to do that. So the last thing that you want to do, of course, is touch up your lips. You can use the same product, you can use a different product than what you already used. I'm just going to be going over them with a lip gloss. This is the Maybelline Color Elixir in Caramel Infused, I think. And I'm just going to touch up my lip gloss. That's usually the first thing to go. So here is the refinished look, I guess. I didn't really add any more products than what I used this morning. I just kind of touched up and put powder over places that were thin, recurled my lashes. I mean, you saw everything that I did. I don't need to repeat it. But yeah, you just want to touch it up and not go overboard, not make yourself look cakey, but just kind of mattify it if you have oily skin, or just if you have dry skin, sometimes it tends to flake off and you want to kind of apply a little bit more product there. So yeah, that is my retouching up makeup video. I don't actually know what I'm going to call this yet, but I'll figure it out. But I hope you enjoyed. Thank you for watching.